Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Treasure. Today, in this video, we are going to be diving right into NFT Whitelist 101. Now you may ask, why are we looking at NFT Whitelist 101? It is because it's a very profitable investment or trading strategy for you who are in the crypto space, or even if you're new to the crypto space. Now, the reason why we look at this is because if we look at the OpenSea monthly volume on the Ethereum blockchain, it's only started last year. It was only a year ago in February 2021 when we saw over $100 million in transactions. Fast forward 6 months, it 34x to 3.4 billion. And earlier this year in January 2022, we saw almost $5 billion in transaction volume. What does this mean? There are huge opportunities out there and we're still extremely early. Especially if you're watching this video right now, I believe we're still extremely early within the NFT space. Now, the reason why we look at NFT Whitelist 101 today, it is because it is a profitable strategy within the NFT space. You see the likes of Bored Ape Yacht Club, Doodles, CloneX, WonderPals, Invisible Friends, or even Cyberpunks. So all these are prime examples of NFT collections that have done extremely well. And for us as an investor, you might be wondering, how do you make the most profits? That is through NFT Whitelist. Hence, today we're going to be looking at NFT Whitelist 101. Now, you might be wondering, right, some of the questions in which, why is it that whitelisting and allow listing in the NFT space so highly sought after? We'll answer that question in this video. Number 2, how you can actually get whitelisting or allow listing in the NFT space, and we broke it down into 3 categories for you. So this will be easier for you to think about, when you're approaching NFT space for the first time and you want to get that coveted prize, right, to be within the allow listing or the whitelisting space. So one of the first things that we want to look at is, why are NFT whitelisting or allow listing in an NFT space so highly sought after? Now, if you look at this, there's really 3 main reasons for this. Firstly, you are able to purchase, or what we call mint. So if you see the word mint within the NFT space, it means you can purchase an NFT. So you can actually purchase an NFT before the rest of the public if you are on the allowed list or the white list of a particular NFT collection. Secondly, you are able to buy the NFT at a cheaper price than a public price. A lot of times, this is what the NFT collection want to do for their allowed list or whitelisted list of people, right? You're able to get in at a cheaper price. Thirdly, which I think is extremely important, especially within the NFT space that we are in, which is the Ethereum blockchain, because we want to actually avoid gas wars. And if you don't know what gas wars means, gas is just pretty much transaction fee. So you imagine you're going to purchase or mint an NFT at a particular date and time. When you going through that transaction, the transaction fee is called gas within the NFT space. Now, gas wars happens usually within the public arena, and you imagine people around the world are coming in at the same exact time trying to buy that particular NFT collection. So this results in what we call gas wars, which just means that the transaction fees are just ridiculous. In some cases, I've seen a few $100. People are actually competing to buy an NFT collection. Right? So being in a whitelist or allow listing of a particular NFT collection allows you to actually avoid these gas wars. And what that means is, in practical terms, you're probably ending up spending less than $100 in most cases if you're actually within the whitelisting and or allow listing of the NFT space here. So all in all, we look at these 3 different factors, right? It is because it creates a massive amount of profits. We can see that the amount of profits that you can make, right, from being in the NFT space is quite huge. You can see the likes of Invisible Friends, which was minted or purchased earlier this year in February 2022. People were paying only 0.25 ETH and you were selling the NFT for more than 10 ETH. In this case, you made $30,000. This means you actually made 40x your money. That is a dream for most traders, right? Whether you are trading stocks, cryptos, or anything else, you're looking for these types of profits multipliers, right? And the same thing with, the likes of WonderPals, which was minted or purchased in February this year, Three Landers, and even Antonym, right? So all of these have amazing multipliers, right? From 6x all the way to 40x. And you can see those very blue chip kind of NFT like Bored Ape Yacht Club, which you would have held since April 2021, which was at the very start, right? The first few months of the start of the OpenSea monthly volume. At that point in time, you could have bought it at 0.08 ETH. You held on, you sold at a high 132 ETH, you have made almost 400,000 US dollars, 1,650 times profit. Hence why it is a highly competitive space as well. So in this video, let's see the 3 categories of ways in which you can get whitelisting and or allow listing in the NFT space. Now, one of the things that we always think about, right, when we are thinking about whitelisting and allow listing, to have the necessary tools and equipments to help you be successful. Because all of these 3 categories need you to have some of these tools in place. And it's actually easier than what you think. You need Twitter and you need Discord for you to be able to be successful in getting into any of these 3 categories. Now, my aim for this video is to be as recent and as practical as possible. So one of the first ways in which you can get allowed list and or whitelist is what I would like to call decontribution, aka grind. This just means that you're doing something of value that contributes to the community. The reason being that we're seeing, more and more blue chip projects, right, that we have seen earlier on, where they want people to be able to form a community, a long-term project that helps the community to grow together, right, and contribute to the NFT space overall for the long term. Hence, we have the contribution category where you are able to do something of value to contribute to the community. And when we talk about doing something of value, we look at things like chats and invites. So one of the things I wanted you to see here is that, Embers is such a great example of kind of mixing between chats and invites, where you're actually seeing that, their mods, they'll be handpicking members who are active. This means that you are chatting away, you are helping the community, right? And these members who have also multiple invites, right? 10 plus invites, as well as reaching level 5. These levels are basically just a way in which these NFT collections is able to gauge the level of your participation. So each time you chat, there's a certain amount of experience or XP within Discord, but you don't have to worry much about that. Basically what happens is, as long as you're active within the community, eventually you reach level 5. This just filters out a whole bunch of people, right, who just want to join, send in 10 invites from bots and then leave the community and never really contribute to the community at all. So having this kind of like 2-pronged approach, invites and chats, also helps to ensure that a lot of these communities and NFT collections are able to garner a lot more quality members, right? Hence why they prioritize these members. One thing that they say, however, just being active and supporting the project is all we can ask for. You can also get it by being an extremely positive Ember, such as participating in a lot of games, raids, fan arts, etc., etc. We also understand that not many of you can stay extremely active, so to counteract this, we'll be heavily prioritizing lit list. This is their whitelist name, lit list, because they're Embers, right? Lit. If you have 20 invites and are at level 5 plus. So this just means that, they are upping their threshold for you to get an invite, but at the same time, it just makes sense because this actually contribute to the betterment and the positive NFT community. Now, that is the first way in which you can get whitelisting and allow listing. Now, if you think about this, right, if you don't have time to spend on these types of things, sometimes what you can do to do something of value that contribute to the community, you can also do fan art, right? Fan art just means that you join a particular NFT collection. What you can do, you can create some arts, right, based on the actual NFT collection's artwork. So in this case, I got an example from Agents of Multiverse, right? In this case, they actually have some extra credits of people who are participating in our fan art or fan writing competitions, raffle giveaways, and other events. So these are all the different ways, right? You can also get whitelisting and or allow listing if you don't have much time. Now, when we look at all these three different things that you can do, from chats to invites to fan arts, you are the one contributing something of value to the NFT collection. You see invisible friends. Whitelist roles are currently being given out to valuable community members. And in this case, you can see that this was published by Invisible Friends back on the 1st of December 2021. Now, if you remember, Invisible Friends only minted in February 2022. This means that a lot of people who wanted to mint or purchase this collection at 0.25 ETH and was able to make approximately $30,000, right, within a few months after they joined, let's say, 1st of December. So they were actually investing their time to be a valuable part of the community. And that paid off, right? So you can see that, being able to be a part of this community is a great example because NFT space is here to stay. We want a positive community for the NFT space. Now, let's look at the second type of allow listing and or whitelisting. This is for those of us who don't have time at all. We don't want to do fan art. We don't want to chat. We don't want to invite anybody. I don't have any friends, right? No problems. So once you join Discord of some of these NFT collections, what you can actually do, you can actually participate in these giveaways. And I call this the blessing, aka luck. What you can actually do is you can look out for some of these giveaways where you are able to enter giveaways quite easily. As an example, Wonder Pals. You remember we looked at Wonder Pals before, right? Where back on the 8th of January this year, right, they were celebrating the first 1,000 Discord members, right? So they are giving away 5 superpower roles. This just means whitelist roles, right? So to enter, you just only have to react to the giveaway bot message below with a nice confetti here, right? So once you click on that within Discord, you have entered to win one of the highly coveted whitelist spot, or in this case, they call it superpower roles, right? Now, as time evolved with the NFT space, we're also seeing increasingly the amounts of NFT collections, founders and co-founders who do not believe in grinding, meaning they don't believe in chats or invites and things like that, because they find that these are not quality ways in which you can actually engage and increase amount of engaging community members. So I got this example from Whale Pals, and this is a perfect example of them being fit into this blessing aka luck category. As you can see, their whitelist, or in this case they call this whale list. We believe in building a strong community. Allow lists are a great way to reward active engaged members. There'll be multiple opportunities to claim your whales role or whitelist role. A few things we can promise you are: there'll be no chat grinding, there'll be no invite spamming. We'll be hosting giveaways, you see that? Competitions, activities on Twitter and Discord to keep it fair for everyone. Keep your notifications on, be active in the community to have the best chance to securing your whitelist or allow list. So this is a great example from Whale Pals, right? And the third thing that I wanted to mention about the blessing aka luck in this second category is also Twitter giveaways. We cannot forget, if you have Twitter, it's such a great place to be, because a lot of times, a lot of these NFT collections, they actually host giveaways on Twitter as well. As an example, Antonym, they were doing a whitelist giveaway of 5 spots to people on Twitter. How do you enter? You follow these people, in this case, Antonym and Antonym NFT. You retweet, you like, and then you tag your friends. Once that's done, Usually they will actually announce the winners within 24 hours, 48 hours, sometimes 3 days, but this is totally random because a lot of times these Twitter accounts, they use what's called Twitter pickers. So Twitter pickers will actually pick amongst these people, right, who have participated in this particular post and will be automatically chosen. So this is also called the blessing, aka luck. Now the last part of the blessing, aka luck category, we also have what's called raffles. Raffles is just a great example of many of these more advanced NFT collections where they have a lot of resources to invest in a particular software or a particular system, right? In this case, we have an example from Conian where you can actually submit your wallet, in this case your MetaMask wallet, right, on their website. And what happens is they actually ran a raffle to give out these whitelist spots to those people who actually entered the raffle on their website. Alright, now the third and last category of NFT whitelisting and or allow listing is the investment, aka money. Means that if you have money and you own a blue chip NFT project, you usually can actually enter giveaways for another highly coveted NFT project. If you see the likes of Doodles, right? Basically, if you're a holder of Doodles NFT, you were able to join the whitelist or allowed list for Wonder Pals. In this case, it has 6 different slots for the Doodles NFT holders. Now let's look at the reason why I say blue chip NFT, right? Because usually they're very expensive. And when I say money, I do mean money. So we can see Doodles NFTs floor price 9.1 ETH. This is about 27,000 US dollars for you to be able to join in on the whitelist for another blue chip or upcoming blue chip NFT as well. As you can see, this is the third way in which you can actually join or get allow list and or whitelist from a particular NFT project by being a holder of a blue chip NFTs. Well, I hope that video was helpful so that you can actually get in and dive right in to NFT Whitelist 101. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a wonderful day and great day ahead. Stay safe, stay blessed, and see you once again.